Hello everyone, today we're going to go over all my favorite products that I use to combat acne. Now, I never really struggled with acne throughout my life, but recently I have moved up to a more humid climate and I have been experiencing a little bit of hormonal as well as environmental acne. So I figured I might as well take the opportunity of this new experience to share with you the products that I've been using to prevent any further acne from appearing on my face. So obviously a lifetime's worth of good skincare and facial maintenance has really helped me keep my acne to a minimum. But when you live in a hot climate, usually it's just the sweat and clogged pores that generally cause the bulk of the acne that you see. So today I'm going to start off with my favorite product, which is my SK-II Facial Treatment Clear Lotion. And I get a lot of questions about SK-II products because yes, they do create mostly anti-aging products for women and men, but it is very expensive and a lot of you want to know if this is worth the money. Unfortunately, it appears to be that the Facial Treatment Clear Lotion has been discontinued. This was created for acne-prone skin, and though I'd never had acne-prone skin, I always used it just to keep my acne in check. And I bought a couple backup bottles recently, so I'm on my first backup bottle, but I have to say that it is a great product, and once I finish it, I will just move on to the regular essence, which has a similar formula, just Pitera, which is SK-II signature ingredient. But I think that this has really helped to normalize my skin. For a while, the only skincare product that I used for a period of 2 months or so was this toner. So I would use it day and night after washing my face, and that's all I used. And my oily T-zone became normal. So there's no real secret to it, it's just age. And I know everyone wants to find a cure for their oily T-zones, but honestly, I think just over time my skin naturally dried itself out and my hormone levels balanced, and this SK-II toner really did its trick. So I really love this. This is not an anti-aging product, this is just a toner, so just keep that in mind. Now for my favorite nighttime product. I recently started using the Peter Thomas Roth Glycolic Acid 10% Hydrating Gel at night, and this is my nighttime moisturizer. I prefer to use gels at night because I don't think gels do as well under makeup. They do say that you should use this under makeup as well during the day, but I just prefer to use it at night because the glycolic is pretty drying. If you have dry skin, I don't recommend using this every day. You probably want to alternate every other night. But if you have oily skin, you might be able to use this day and night. I think overall, because it's oil-free, fragrance-free, and it has alpha hydroxy acids. I used to use the Peter Thomas Roth AHA, BHA moisturizing gel, but now I think this one is a lot better and it keeps my acne in check. It also helps my pores look smaller, so I highly recommend this. Now, I've talked about this product a lot before in the past. This is a Peter Thomas Roth Max Complexion Correction Pads. Comes with 60, and I use the one for normal oily skin. There is one for gentle skin types, but I just don't find it as effective. If I don't use this for maybe a couple weeks, the first time I use it, it does sting. And that's because it's killing all the bacteria on your face and it really gets deep down to the pores. It has a peach Bellini scent, but it is a little strong. So if you're sensitive to really strong smells, you may not like this, but I personally love it and it keeps my blackheads at bay. This is the only product that has worked to really control my blackheads, and I swear by it. Sometimes I take a break from it just because I don't want my skin to plateau, which means I don't see results, or at least the same positive results that I used to see. So I'll take a break from it every couple months and it still works great for me every time I come back to it. So I really love that it's double-sided. You use the smooth side to just clear off your face. So there's two textures, one that's smooth and another that's textured. So you wipe your face down entirely with the smooth side and then you go back and sort of scrub with the textured side. Now for another glycolic. I've been using the DDF Glycolic 5% Exfoliating Wash, and my best friend Tammy introduced me to this. This is a great product and it does have a slightly stinky scent. For some reason, glycolics do smell a little bit more than other products, but honestly they are the most effective, so if you can just get past the scent, I highly recommend them. Unfortunately, I do also think this is being discontinued, so you're going to have to purchase it on Amazon. That's where I got mine, and it is the real thing. My best friend Tammy's had several bottles of this before, so we checked the texture and the scent, and it's all very similar. And this comes with 8 0.4 fluid ounces, so this should last you several months. I only use this when I use my Clarisonic, so I try to use this at least once a day. And I had a red Clarisonic, but my best friend and I, we switched our Clarisonics, of course. We put on our different brush heads. But anyway, I really feel that this DDF glycolic exfoliating wash really gets deep down into my pores, and it doesn't dry out my skin, but it keeps it looking fresh. And again, I also think that this does help with maintaining the normalcy of my T-zone. And as far as the Clarisonic goes, a lot of people ask me if it is a miracle product. To me, it's not a miracle product. But if you wear makeup, a Clarisonic is absolutely necessary, or at least face makeup, because face makeup will clog your pores no matter how good you are about washing your face. A lot of times I will go through my daily cleansing routine of taking off my makeup with my Shoot & More cleansing oil and then wash my face normally with my DDF wash. But then when I go back with my toner, I will see makeup residue still coming off of my face. So the Clarisonic, if you want clean pores and truly deep down clean skin, this is an absolute necessity. And I think, you know, you don't have to buy the really expensive full-sized one. As long as you get the oscillating action, it really cleans out the gunk that you can't get to with your hands in a normal face wash. So I do recommend investing in a Clarisonic. And I do admit I didn't love the Clarisonic before I started using it, but now that it's a very part of my daily face washing routine, I try to use it day and night now. A lot of times I end up using it only at night, but now I try to use it during the day as well. I really feel that once I stop using it, my pores become more easily clogged. So just be prepared for that. Once you start using the Clarisonic Mia, you won't be able to stop using it. So now for some treatments. For my acne scars, I had a couple large pimples on the side of my face. For some reason, I can't really explain why, my blemishes tend to cluster a little bit, so I get them around the sides of my nose for blackheads, and then for larger blemishes, I tend to get them around my cheeks. So I've been using my Lancome Visionaire again. And I know a lot of you wanted to see a review with my best friend Tammy, but now that she's in grad school, she has very little time. Even though we live together again, I barely see her ever. She comes home late at night and leaves even before I get up in the morning. So she's really busy, and one day, if we have a weekend to spare, then we'll try to film a review together. But the Visionaire has absolutely changed her skin. She goes out without wearing a stitch of makeup and she feels great. Her acne scars are completely reduced. I feel for me, now that I have some dark spots right here and I'm still waiting for those to fade, the Visionaire has helped immensely. And it's such a great formula. When I wake up in the morning, my skin just looks so much better, just immediately after one usage of this. And it makes my skin soft and supple, and it doesn't make me look or feel greasy. Sometimes I wear a pump of this under makeup if I just don't feel like using my Bobbi Brown face base that day, which is my traditional moisturizer under makeup. But I do really love the Visionaire, and even though it's expensive, I highly recommend it. My friend Alex of Monsieur Alex, that's his YouTube channel, you can definitely check out his review. He suffered from acne, and he's a little younger than me, so he has more experience with hormonal acne and scarring, and he'll be able to tell you how much Visionaire changed his life. So if you have struggled with acne and you're looking for a product that you want to invest in, I highly recommend the Visionaire. And by the way, just so some of you know, these are the first dark spots from acne that I've ever struggled with. I do have some discoloration and dark spots from sun and not wearing sunscreen, but these are the first couple acne spots that I really had to deal with, and the Visionaire, again, has helped me with that. So that's just something to keep in mind. Again, everybody's experiences with skincare is entirely different. You will never really know how it's going to impact your skin until you try it on your face. Now, I do have slightly sensitive skin. I don't have ultra sensitive skin because I'm not I can tolerate fragrances pretty well, but everything that I have shown here today, as long as you work it slowly into your regimen, you shouldn't have too many problems. But now, last but not least, for my Fresh Umbrian Clay Treatment Bar. Now, I've been using this for a couple months on and off, but I only recently started using it again because I really wanted a mask. A lot of people like to use traditional face masks, or they're really obsessed with masks, but I am a very low maintenance skincare person. I try to use as little as possible nowadays just to maintain the health of my skin, and I don't want it obviously going downhill. So I do what I can, but I don't try to do more. However, this Fresh Umbrian Clay Treatment Bar is 100% Umbrian clay. It digs pretty deep, it gets the pores pretty clean, clean. Not as clean, I would say, as the DDF does with the Clarisonic. That's pretty much the most unbeatable combination that you can get. But this fresh Umbrian clay treatment bar, when used once or twice a week, I usually on a weekend or something when I wash my face, after skincare at night, when I wake up in the morning, I'll go ahead and wet the bar. I keep it in the paper box, so I wait for it to dry before putting it in here, of course. So it just looks like a clay bar. It's very simple. And again, it's 100% Umbrian clay. This is the best bang for your buck. They have a liquid mask version, but you're not getting 100% Umbrian clay. You're getting a lot of those additives, and you need something to emulsify the hard clay like this. So I just recommend buying the clay and having to deal with the little hassle of moistening it with water and then applying it to your face. So I just run it under water and then gently, in circular motions, apply the mask all over my face. I wait for it to dry, wash it off, and then that's it. So I just do that every time I feel like my skin needs a pick-me-up, and this will last quite a while. And last but not least, when you have dark spots, especially from acne, it is so important to wear sunscreen. If you don't wear sunscreen, the dark spots will only get darker over time, especially if you're not doing anything to treat them. So I highly recommend you invest in a great sunscreen. I've used lots of expensive and inexpensive sunscreen over the years, but my favorite is still, and it seems it always will be, the Dior Snow UV Shield, and I use the translucent. This is SPF 50, and it works so well under makeup. It doesn't make me greasy. Other sunscreens will actually cause my T-zone to be oily, or it'll cause my makeup to transfer onto my fingers or my clothes more easily. But this sunscreen is moisturizing, but it doesn't make my makeup feel greasy or make my T-zone look oily. So even though this is expensive, it still comes in a pump tube like this, and I really love pumps because they're so much more hygienic. And I honestly think that even though this is more expensive than Shiseido sunscreens, which are a really good bargain, I still think these work better under makeup. So definitely give the Dior Snow UV Shield sunscreens a try. And yes, that was a pretty long video, but I hope it was helpful. I know a lot of people ask how I keep my skin clear, and I just wanted to share with you my favorite products because I know that a lot of these products do work for people and they have seen results. But again, just keep in mind that skincare is a very, very personal thing. So don't be discouraged if something doesn't work for you. You can always try something else. So you just have to, try products and see what really works for your skin and see what actually works to improve the texture of your skin instead of just maintaining it. So I highly recommend you give any of the products that I showed today a try, and I wish you the best of luck with your skin journey. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.